to the B-side. Get down to the B-side.
And all right.
Hey.
Check your mic. Let's see.
No, my mic is working.
Little
Check.
hot. There we go.
Your mic. Check. You were talking to me like 2 seconds before we started.
I know, and it was fine. Whoa. Okay. Do it again.
It's not on my side. I haven't changed anything. I'm hearing myself back. Hey, okay, content.
There you go.
But it sounds
I bumped.
probably terrible on your side because you have terrible decision making when it comes to audio. Is that right?
No. Discord, all I did was I touched the percentage dial, and it went right back to where it should be.
No, great.
I just dragged yours one pixel,
How odd.
and it reset itself. So all the audio is back. Because you were down to, you have a bar from 0 to 200% in Discord that you can.
In Discord.
You were at 23% and too loud. And I took you to 22, and it went level set. So now you're back at 100.
22%?
Just fine.
Wow, okay. I'm really, really quiet over there.
Well, no.
I'm not.
Discord, you were maxing out. Or in OBS, you were maxing out.
Good.
At
Perfect.
23%.
You put me back to 23%.
No,
I should be
you'll
maxing
quiet
out.
now. You'll be quiet now.
I should.
You're now at 100%, and your level's matching mine.
All right, what's up? How you doing, Clowntown?
Fine. All right.
Do the intro, maybe?
Live on top of any point free of charge worldwide. Website like ladies this one, the 92nd, 92th.
Tooth?
What's in that coffee? Is that coffee or is that soup?
What is inside this coffee?
What is inside a coffee
cat
cup?
dung?
Cat dung.
Cat dung is inside of this
I
coffee
anticipated,
cup?
never duplicate. I'm something and appreciate enough about your program, the program of town. Feature nickel standard attempt. Penny compensate talents William Bishop, like ever receivable medium monitor and third round draft pick name later. 3 people, 2 tips, 1 dream. Broadcasting's finest train wreck. He's gonna chug it, ladies and gentlemen. Chug it.
That's some good coffee, man.
Go.
That's my first sip of coffee this morning.
Go.
It was good. Perfect temperature,
But
too.
use Corey on Media presentation,
I
social
can
YouTube,
feel it in my
iTunes,
insides now.
iTunes, and available from every coast.
I'm a human being now.
coast. And
I'm
now.
alive. I didn't exist before, but now
You look
I'm here.
alive.
I look alive.
Here he is.
That's
The
nice
Dash
of you
Dash
to say, I
Transparency, the
think.
Pope Hope, Newbie Cube, Capital Cool Head, GG Video Specialist Extraordinaire, partnered, world-time multiple world record holder, professional driver, naturist, shooter,
Naturist.
gun
Woodsman?
handler,
Woodman.
good woodman.
I got wood. I got wood.
Mr.
I'll
William
use some wood.
Bishop.
Hey, BB.
My
Hey,
dad-
everybody, how you doing?
My dad had a question for me.
For you, but you're telling me.
After our visit out to the campsite,
Uh-huh.
my mom said, place looked great.
Good.
It was
Perfect.
great. Everything was great inside. Nice. Thank you so much. It looked great. The garage looked great. You guys put everything back. Everything was perfect. Awesome. Come back
Perfect.
anytime, right?
Great.
My dad said, I didn't think you owned a 40 caliber.
No. What? Where did you find some 40 cal at?
He
Laying around somewhere?
He said me. He said, I didn't think you owned a 40 cal.
You didn't.
And I said, well, I don't. And he says, well, does your buddy own a 40 cal? I said, yes, he does. And he said, I happened to find one round.
Damn it.
Damn it.
It definitely fell out of somewhere while I was moving stuff around.
He said it wasn't a round. It was
cheeky
it was a shell.
shell.
It was a
Right.
shell.
Little cheeky 40 cal shell fell out. I know I didn't leave no fresh rounds there.
Right.
That's money right there.
You shot all the rounds, right?
Oh, I shot like 200 or something.
Yeah.
I think I was over there.
Yeah. I thought that was the only thing. And I said, yeah. I said,
found
well,
one. Damn it.
I
Didn't do
know.
my police call right.
one. Right. And I knew
Shucks.
you'd be like, ah, shit.
Got me.
Because you were, I mean, you said that no less to me and Ash both, like 3 or 4 times. Hey, you have to pick those up.
Yes, pick those up. Don't leave those on the ground. Pick those up.
Those shells are trash. You must pick them up.
Yes, they are
And
trash.
then you showed
Just-
me a bag of them, all the ones you picked up.
Exactly.
Right.
And I didn't leave any. We didn't leave any out there.
Right.
Like we did our. He probably found it in the garage because I collected all the ones up and then I brought them back to the garage.
Yes.
And then they stayed there for some time and then we left.
Right.
So
most likely.
something happened in between that time when I did a police call and the round fell out of my bag.
Most likely.
Shucks.
Yeah, I know. I thought
I'm
you
gonna have to kill you. I'm gonna have to kill your father. Everyone's gonna die now. That's what's gonna have to happen.
But I thought that's what I thought you'd be interested in knowing that you left
Yeah,
one
thank you
behind
for telling
because I went oh god dang, because I knew you would feel worse than I do, right? Because we left that goddamn place spotless.
Yeah,
Right.
I think we left it nicer than when we first got there.
Well, I know
took
we
more trash out.
we doubled the firewood.
We doubled the firewood. We built a fire pit.
Built him a fire pit. Cleaned up the stuff that was blocking the stairs. Like I aired it out again.
We did some twerk.
Yeah, we did some work. So.
Did some good twerk. Okay. So leaving a shell behind is no fun.
Right, but that was good. That was it was a good old time.
That's awesome. All right, well, I have some fun stuff to talk about real fast.
You have a bag update.
The bag update, which is a really great update actually. Let me pull up their email before I get into this. I can have their exact words.
So let me while you're doing that, I'm gonna grab a picture of Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah. I was actually really surprised about how this went because this was easily the least amount of work I've ever done to receive feedback from a company who had even sending an email to Twitch. These guys are faster than me sending a party email to Twitch. So let's see. I sent them the email. Let me get the actual time because I feel like they only took 12 hours to respond to me. They responded to me the same day I sent them the email.
So this company is called Arcane Wonders, right?
Yes, Arcane Wonders, I think, is the guys who make these games. Okay, now I actually want to talk about a little bit about how Arcane Wonders makes their money. So Arcane Wonders sells copies of their broad games, whatever. They have probably tons of games, to stores, right? They don't sell them to me. Probably you can purchase directly from them, but... Oh, actually, no, I don't think you can purchase directly from them. They don't do that. They supply only to suppliers. They don't do... you can't buy it directly from them. So, when I bought my Sheriff of Nottingham, it doesn't matter. They made them no money. 0 cents. They don't get a payout for that. They only got a payout for having stocked the shelf at the store that I bought from.
At Target, at Amazon, at wherever.
Right. All the places that they go.
They already got paid.
They already got paid. They already made their money. So when I sent them an email and they say, hey, my product is broken, in reality, they make no money from that kind of... by working with me and helping me out with that, they make no cash. So
100%.
To send me free stuff, that's kind of crazy. To replace my stuff that's already broken, maybe that's covered under some warranty. Maybe you could say to yourself, well, they're trying to keep a strong product base. They're trying to, have customers talk happily about their product. So they sent me the bags. They sent me 6 new bags. I only needed 2 bags. They sent me a tracking number for these in 24 hours. They were shipped. They were just out of there. I literally exchanged one email with this lady, and the next email she sent me was the tracking number for USPS.
Awesome.
I was like, here you go. It's going to be here. Now, on top of that, they threw in some cards from an expansion pack.
Really?
These things, this is just an expansion pack that they sell, and I just have it now. Just inside the bags that they sent me, along with this, they also gave me free stuff.
Wow.
I had no clue it was coming. They didn't tell me. They were like, hey, enjoy your new thing that you're going to get. They just put it in the bag.
What is expansion pack? Because I don't see that listed on...
I think there's a... I think that you can buy these on there. I've actually looked, but there are some absolutely insane cards in here, Clowntown.
What is the expansion pack called?
I don't even know. I didn't. They didn't these are just new cards I've never seen before. So I assume there's an expansion pack, Clowntown. Look at this. Look at these.
What?
You've never seen these cards.
Oh, there's
right?
new contraband.
There's new all kinds of weird stuff in here. There's some really really weird stuff, and these you're gonna love. These cards are amazing. I'm not even gonna spoil it for you. I don't know where you can go get these at. I just wanted to give a shout out to Arcane Wonders for just giving stuff to me because I had a problem with my bags.
Excellent.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I like incredible service for no reason.
They
don't make their money off of me for no reason.
Yeah, they're done.
Just because I send them an email and they're like, okay, we're gonna handle it. They don't give a shit. I'm a Twitch streamer, that's for sure.
Well,
I don't like. There's no publicity they're gonna get off of this besides me being very thankful to Arcane Wonders.
Right. Likely they do not know that Twitch exists. Right. If they do, they do not know of you, right?
They just exactly. They may know that Twitch exists, but they definitely don't know that I am on there. So they don't have I don't even use my email that's connected to my Twitch account in the first place. So they didn't do this because of the followers I have. They did this because I'm a random person and I had a game of theirs. The only thing I did do is I sent them a picture of the broken bags. That's the only thing I did do.
Oh,
they didn't even ask for that. But so yeah, buy some games from Arcane Wonders. I don't know. I'm not getting paid for this. Use my Amazon link and I will get paid for it.
Right.
Expedition White Sheriff.
Right.
Do I have this on the spot? Let's see.
Probably not.
I've never had any interaction with developers of card games or board games, but man, that was a really positive interaction there. I gotta say.
That's good.
We had it right now.
I expected to have. Oh, you can buy extra bags for $6,
Right. Yeah.
and $2 shipping.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
I know that. Yeah. And that's I was expecting fully to pay that, to be honest.
Right.
I sent them an email, kind of, Wolfie Chan style. Get what you can.
Right. Yeah. Well, okay.
And if they had been like, oh, yeah, you have to buy new bags.
So,
all right, well.
there's a share. I'm looking on. Okay. There's a different game. It looks like it's called Sheriff of Nottingham: Merry Men.
I don't. Okay, I'll have to find the expansion. Maybe this is some exclusive cards, Clowntown, that you can't normally get.
Maybe
no
so.
way, though, because these you're gonna love these cards, Clowntown. These are right up your alley.
Here,
let me
click
read
on
these
that
to
one.
you.
Click on that link right there that I just put in the chat.
Can you send me a link?
So, by the way, guys, if you go back and watch last week's Enough About You, we're talking about about a game called Sheriff of Nottingham.
We're super into Sheriff of Nottingham right now. So if you're wanting to be part of the stream right now, you probably should just look into it real fast.
Yeah.
See, this seems like it has more in it. It's $20.
Right. That's the only other thing that I saw that was, quote, expansion-like or had the word Sheriff of Nottingham something.
You have to be able to buy these. There's no way that I just have these and no one else has these.
I mean,
I'm refusing that idea.
Yeah.
If that's what you're going for.
No. I'm attempting to look at. Okay, I did Sheriff of Nottingham : and then give me all results. Right.
You're not seeing. Yeah, it's weird. I don't see any of these cards in this expansion pack either.
Right. I didn't see any of those.
There's probably a smaller, because this is a small pack. I mean, this is only 10 cards.
Right. There is Arcane Wonders Sheriff of Nottingham playmat board games, which is different. I don't know what that is. I don't know, man. Accessory for Sheriff of Nottingham. Play Sheriff of Nottingham with the new official playmat. Oh, it's just a mat. Oh, what? Oh, that's for hardcore nerds.
Nerds. A mat would be kind of nice, though. Actually, a mat would be sort of nice.
Look at the last one I just put in there. The last link I just put in there is the play mat.
Maybe it comes with some cards, a little sneaky cheeky.
Maybe.
Or maybe this is something that's included in the new Sheriff of Nottingham packs and not included in some of the older ones. Maybe that's what I picked up.
Assuming I got an old one because I bought it 10 days ago, right?
Yeah,
See?
I guess so.
So I have a very, very new copy of it. Anyway. All right, well, good. Hey, Merry Christmas to
Merry Christmas to me.
Willie Bishop.
Looking at this content, maybe I do have some fucking exclusive cards here.
Maybe. Well,
I didn't do anything special. I just sent them an email. I mean, there's some really cool cards in here, Clowntown. I'm excited to show them to you. All right, I gotta read the. Okay, this is a card that every player gets at the beginning of the.
Okay,
the
read one, but then put some pictures up in your Discord or something. Like zoom in on them with a camera or something. Oh no. Okay.
No.
Well, I can't read those, but get your phone camera.
My phone camera is not going to be okay. Yeah.
But do that later. Do it like afterwards and send us some pictures.
I'm doing it right now, Clowntown. I'm doing it right this second.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
All right. I want you to see this card because you're going to be like, oh, this card should be in the base game. This card is up your alley. All right. Like I could definitely post this to Discord really fast. I bet you.
All right. We'll let you do that.
Okay. You guys want to see him? You got it, Clowntown. Right. Well, thank you. Shout out to Arcane Wonders.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I was. We were looking. So our Christmas ended up in chaos.
My Discord general channel right now.
Okay.
I'm very excited to hear about your Christmas.
Well,
I guess I have to talk about my Christmas also.
Yeah. So
I guess
I attempted to have a Christmas. Oh, let me grab this. Open original. Oh my goodness! Here you go.
Gotta rotate a little bit.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get it over here.
Okay, for my Christmas,
go for it.
I got $45 worth of Whataburger gift cards.
Yeah, you did.
Already spent some of that. This cheeky trick to that though is I just put that in Ashley's bag, right in Ashley's bag. No excuse not to go Whataburger now. She can use the gift cards on getting herself Whataburger, and then by extension will get me Whataburger. So I get like half the cost out of it, but I don't have to do any work. So that's where I'm at in that one. Let's see what else I got. Ashley got these mugs. This is like some of you be like, "What weird? What a strange mug for a badger to use." But they say meow on them. They might be inverted on the stream, but also they have a cat on the inside.
On the inside.
On the inside.
Oh, that's horrifying.
See, but I love it because when I pour the coffee out, I pour the coffee directly. Well, when the machine pours the coffee out, the hot coffee pours it directly on the cat's face. I don't know. That just gets me going. I don't know. I like that. And the cat is always a ceramic cat. It's fine. And then when you drink out of it, you can touch your nose to the cat.
Get that bull crap out of my coffee cup.
I think that's the best thing, to torture a cat while drinking my coffee. Just perfect.
All right,
but they're pretty nice mugs and cute too.
Okay, there is the card picture. It is up now, but it's still rotated. So
just right click on it and hit rotate on OBS.
Step 2. Okay, hang on. I'm working on it.
It's working on it. It's still rotated.
I'm working on it.
All right, so
can
read that card out loud to yourself.
Rotate that in OBS.
You know how to right click on it and then transform probably.
Transform. Rotate.
That's why they pay me big bucks, guys.
Counterclockwise. Right,
Marat, how you doing? Jimmy John, how you doing today?
I did not know that was a thing.
Marcus, how you doing? Schmish 5000. What's up, my friend? How you guys doing today? How was your Christmas, chat? Let us know. Tell us about interesting stories of your Christmas.
Look at that.
All right, read that shit out loud because that is a really fun card. Okay, you're gonna piss your pants when you see this card because this card is the epitome of the game.
The epitome.
Right, you could say it like that. Turban of the game. Okay.
Each player starts the game with a gambler's risk.
Gambler's risk.
A gambler's risk. Okay. During the inspection round, before you complete a deal, you may remove this card.
So you hand your bag to your guy. You hand your bag off, and you're like, I'm using my gambler's risk on this bag.
To pay you remove this card from play to double the penalty paid on that merchant bag if it is inspected.
So if it's inspected and you're legit, you get double payout from the sheriff. So if you had 5 apples in there, you get 20 coin back. But if you have contraband in there, you have to pay the sheriff double. Now you can use this as a bluffy bluff, right? You're like pushing them off your 4 contraband stack.
Right.
Or you can be like, open that 5 apple.
Open it. Go, please.
Open it. Go.
Please
do
test me. In fact, I will pay you 2.
I will pay you 2 coins to open my bag.
To open my bag.
I'll make 20, sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's Sheriff of Nottingham in a nutshell.
Yep, there it is. That's good. Oh, it's interesting.
That's the good life. That's the good life. Well, okay, there's a couple other insane ones in here. I'm not going to show you yet. I think you'll be excited to see them later on. Yeah. And these are exclusive. Biatch! You can only get them if you play with me. Apparently, I don't know where you buy these at.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I may have to email and claim some broken bags.
Hey, also, my friend, he got free cards from you.
I'm not mentioning you at all.
Could you give me free cards too?
Mm-mm.
No, you're not gonna do that.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna refer you at all. I'm just gonna try and do the thing. So
no referrals, good. I like it that way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go in with a normal ass a normal thing. So
a normal ass.
It's a normal commander, or a normal request. That's crazy.
Apparently, this card is worth $15. No, is this right?
So originally, it's a $15. What?
Looks like Get
the hell out of here. That's not a $15 card. The game is $20 to $3.
This is weird. I'm looking on like the individual card selling thing on this website I've never been to called Geek Market. Yeah, this is one of these cards.
You've never been to?
Never been to. No.
On your bookmark tray. On your
bookmark tray. It does say Geek, but no, this is like this board game website. I've been here a couple times actually. I'll take it back.
So I intended to play Sheriff of Nottingham
at Christmas.
Yes, I wanted to introduce it to my family.
Okay.
That effort was thwarted by a couple things. One, the wife started getting sick.
Hey, Sensor.
The wife started getting very sick early.
Was that the plan? Like, all right, honey, you go in, start getting sick, and I'll make an excuse for you. Is that the plan? You like your family though. You're like super excited to hang out with your family. Where were you hanging at your family at? Your place?
Yeah. So Thanksgiving is when we all congregate. Christmas we all kind of go to the other side, right? So we all we have a big family, right? On my mother's side.
Count them. How many?
When we do a Thanksgiving gathering, I would say there's 25 of us.
Wow! Oh my God, that's too many humans.
Counting
you
kids,
have to have
counting
like multiple tables and stuff.
Yes, Counting, and so there's probably 12 adults that want to play poker. The rest of 25 humans, bunch of
You got
kids.
12 willing people to play games. That's amazing.
Yeah,
incredible.
and,
Actually,
and 12
Take it
of them.
back.
Yeah, 12 of us play poker and do this.
Sheriff, you mean Sheriff of Nottingham?
Well,
The next time you do your little poker tournament, just bring Sheriff of Nottingham, and then
Usually-
the people who are out of the table can
Right.
play Sheriff of Nottingham.
and usually what happens is this is all my mother's side and all of her sisters and her brother, whatever, right? But then at Christmas time, we turn to the other in-law side and go out. So it's one, Thanksgiving is ours, Christmas is theirs, and individual families,
Okay.
usually. But if anyone happens to be around and is doing nothing, or this year they did not travel, right? Usually we stay together in on Thanksgiving and travel for Christmas, right? Call in 15. So Christmas is kind of loosey goosey. Hey, anybody want to do anything? Anybody free? Whatever, right? So we say,
Okay.
hey, why don't my parents come on over? Because they are kind of moving and selling houses, and so you saw most of their stuff in that warehouse was in boxes. That was their things, their possessions. All right.
I think most of the boxes were opened. There was not too much stuff out there.
In the living room, there was a wall of boxes that we walked past a bunch of times. Still living in
living
boxes.
room?
Yes, the
There
living
aren't
room
any
you usually
boxes.
didn't go into because the dogs.
Yeah,
Right.
was in there a whole lot.
Right.
Like
Except for-
DOGs weren't allowed in there because they're filthy animals.
Right.
If my dogs are too dirty to be in there, I'm too dirty to be in there.
You
Clown
are.
Chow.
You are. You are.
Okay. I'm too dirty to be in there.
That's right.
Keep me out in the garage. All right.
That's right. That's right.
I'll sleep on the
hey,
ground.
Mom's rules, right? So.
I'm gonna change those rules. All right. For
I wanted-
Annie and Izzy, at least.
Yeah, I wanted. So we were going to have them over because they don't have the hosting power in their transitory state this year, right?
That makes sense.
So we're going to have them
Hosting
over.
power.
But then
The megabytes up and down. They
the
don't have-
wife was sick, and then Ash started getting sick, and so by Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, it was sick chaos and sneezing and coughing and all this other business. So we just
Honestly, you're a biohazard at that point. You don't want to get into the 25-person family meetup.
Exactly.
Kinda dangerous.
so we said, hey, we were gonna. It was gonna be hang out for like 5-6 hours with us.
Right.
Do dinner. The wife's cooking Christmas dinner for 5 or 6 people. We're gonna have plenty of food. Why
What'd you
don't you
have?
come eat? We'll do gifts and then we'll play some games and we'll do Sheriff of Nottingham, whatever, right? So my dad would have loved it, right? So
Your dad's gonna play Sheriff of Nottingham.
yeah, he would be great at it.
He would be.
Yeah, he would be great.
Anyone who's stoic is really good at it. Anyone who's like.
Right.
Anyone? No, actually, I take it back. Anyone who has no expression at all, or has absolutely random expressions.
Right.
Those are the two
He will
people
have
that
no
get watched
expression at all. He would be stoic. What he'll do is he'll go put on mirror sunglasses.
Oh, harsh. Just look at it. Do this when he looks at his cards. Do the little turn up thing rather than actually just looking at his cards.
And he'll
No,
just
I
kind
mean,
of
that's-
he'll just kind of be a presence in the corner and just kind of look at you, right? So
That's a frustrating player to play against.
Right.
To be honest.
yeah, he's got a really good poker face. So and
Poker face.
um
Poker face.
and
Poker
he's
face.
a pretty good risk taker. Like they'll hit up the casinos a couple times a year.
Risk taker is where it's at.
Yeah.
For gambling, man.
And,
if you're not willing to take the risks,
His
you're never gonna make the money.
play style is also not conservative in poker. Like he plays it fast and loose at poker. So
he'll get nothing in his hand and be like, he'll just try to bluff you off.
yes, 100%.
Also a frustrating person to play against.
Right. And so anyway, I thought he was going to love it. That didn't happen. They said, okay, I'll tell you what, we're going to come bring gifts. We'll stay for 20 minutes and then we'll get out of there because we don't want to stay for food and all that stuff. We cannot be sick, all right, because we're about to do some traveling or whatever. So they come over. So Sheriff of Nottingham is dashed. We're cooking most of Christmas Day. Ash is sneezing like crazy. We have Scooter, the lab, who is because another family of ours was traveling. So while the wife was kind of in there cooking, she's kind of getting over her sickness. So I said, hey, let's call this whole thing off. And she says, no, I'm good to cook. I'm just not good to go out and do any of that business and clean up like I want to. If you guys can help me clean, I'll do the cooking, no problem. So we cleaned up most of Christmas Day, all that business.
You had the sick person cook your food?
She wanted to cook. I gave her an out 4 times. Like, hey, we can call this. Let's bail.
I mean,
Let's
I
get
like
out.
cooking too.
Let's go. Let's go grab some Chinese or something, right?
What food do you guys have? Chinese.
Dude, Chinese. Chinese
amazing.
food always open on Christmas. 2,
Yeah, they don't.
right down the middle every time. You don't.
Yeah.
You almost never
Always
get a
standard.
bad batch of any. You know,
No.
right down.
Very
the middle.
rarely,
They're
especially
always,
if you're going to your place that you go to consistently.
yes. Yeah, they
It's the
will
same
hit
cook.
it right down the middle of the fairway every single time, right down. And so she says, no, I want to cook. So while she's cooking, we're kind of cleaning. We're doing a pretty good job. The faucet, the night before, the kitchen faucet broke off in my hand.
Nice, great, perfect.
So
You're
we
just
got
like, whoosh.
So knowing, and so trying to cook a full 5-course meal or whatever, 5 different things in it.
No running
with
water?
no running water in the kitchen.
Impossible.
It's almost impossible.
Impossible.
And so there's water
You
leaking
only
down.
realize how useful running water is when you don't have running water.
1,000% correct. I pulled all the stuff out from under the bottom of the sink and put it up and above the counters. So you know how countertops are kind of welded into the wall.
Yeah.
I took everything underneath the kitchen sink, which all the cleaners, all that, the dishwasher stuff, all of that stuff, threw it up on top of the counters. So that was a big hoo-ah. So I'm up on a ladder in the kitchen trying to pull all that stuff up in there.
I think that's the most. So when you're on the ladder is the most likely way you're going to die.
1,000%.
Ladders are dangerous.
I almost
right?
died. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
it's the
Can't confirm.
it's like it's 4 or 5 feet that you fall from. That's really, really dangerous or something like that. It's not very tall. It's not very high.
Because once you hit
That you'd
8, you get terminal velocity, and then you can't go any faster, or what?
No, it's because of the automatic preparation of the body for landing. If at a certain distance you don't get the chance to prepare yourself, you just hit the ground really fast.
Right.
So if you fall from of 1 story to 2 stories, you have a good survival rate, better than lower than that. And then at 3 stories, your survival rate starts going down again.
If it's body preparedness, that's the same thing with a cat.
Right. They did this experiment on cats and rats. They dropped them from certain heights, and then
Yes.
there's like a sweet spot
Yes.
where they have a certain amount of preparedness
Yes.
and they land properly.
Yes.
They don't die. That's
Yes.
the same thing for humans. I'll be right back.
You're gonna be right. What? You're gonna, he's gonna kill a dog. Danger. Yes, probably danger is hitting your head. You could turn over and face it. If he knows about this study, the study is that as you, it may be differing opinions, but it was that anything. Let me think. It was anything over 8 stories. The cat had a better survival rate than under 8 stories.
Was it even taller up than that?
Something like that. There was a cutoff, and it was because you drop the cat off of, say, 8 stories.
It doesn't
and
spin.
It
Spin move.
It feels acceleration,
Right.
so it bundles up, it curls up,
Okay.
and then
Interesting.
you know how your wind resistance is less as a ball than it is as a parachute, right?
Right.
The reason why you don't jump with bowling balls on your attached
So
to
says you. All right.
Yeah.
You don't know what I jump with. You don't know my life. I had tons of bowling balls.
Well,
I jumped out. I was throwing bowling balls so I could lose weight as I went.
so
Duh.
that's the reason why you puff up and get dragged. So the cat would end up hitting a certain velocity and then no more acceleration because it would hit terminal velocity, which means the max you can go. And then it would relax and kind of spread out and slow itself down and prepare for landing.
Cool.
Right.
For cats.
Cool for cats.
For
right.
rats. For
I
humans,
assume
probably
it's the same
too.
thing with humans is that
Well, do you think that the cat doesn't make like a conscious decision to do that? Do you think your understanding of aerodynamics would make you do the starfish?
no. If I was
You don't think so?
I don't know what I would do if I was falling without a parachute.
If you're falling out, kiss your ass goodbye.
Right.
You can survive though. People have survived. Like,
Oh, yeah.
They've jumped out of airplanes and their parachute didn't work and they've hit the ground and they'd be like, "Yeah, I lived." So that's a thing that happens.
Right. Yeah, it is. Oh, 100%. I don't know how they do it.
So something to do. I mean, they
parkour and they kind of got to roll with it. Like they got to.
Well, I don't think there's anything you can do to disperse the energy. Honestly, I don't know what you do. Even falling onto water is going to make you pass out, like go unconscious immediately.
Right.
Right? Because it's like falling into cement, as they say. which is definitely not like falling into cement at all. It's like falling into water.
Right, it's fine. Yeah, I guess you would try and angle it. Right.
I don't think so. The parachute landing fall is designed to do the whole energy dispersal thing.
Right.
When you hit the ground,
The PLF. Oh yeah, PLF.
Right.
I know about that.
You want to do kind of like you want to be a circle. You want to be a ball. You're like rolling, sort of. So you hit the ground, and then your hips hit the ground, and your legs are going up, and you're throwing yourself back up using the force that you hit the ground. So you're doing like this.
Right.
That's
All
the
right.
idea behind the PLF. But if you hit the ground hard enough, you break your ankles, you break your shins, you break your hip,
Yes.
and you fucking die.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know. Maybe you just put feet first, and like your knees go into your chest. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think there's a great way to do it. Just kiss your ass goodbye.
He's
Honestly.
good.
Do the starfish.
You should Google Google.
Head first. Do it.
Yeah, how to survive skydiving.
Oh, you know what? I know what it is. You
without
have to
a
hit stuff
parachute.
on the way down.
Huh?
You have to hit stuff on the way down. That's the thing. When you're falling down, aim for some trees. Because if you can get hit and then impede your velocity, and get hit and impede your velocity, rather than have it all
Oh, sure.
come out at once, you got to do a gradual descent.
Okay,
That's how you do it.
here you go.
Is there a thing on it?
Yes, there is.
I mean, it's so useless to know this information. But if you have anxiety about these things, the best way to get over the anxiety about these kind of things is to learn how to deal with it.
yeah, there you go.
So maybe if you're scared of falling to death,
So
out of an
there's in the
airplane
chat,
that you
I
jumped out of.
Googled how to survive skydiving without a parachute, and here is the
Nice.
first entry.
The first thing you do is look for a body of water. If you can dive into water, it won't feel good at 125 miles per hour, but you'll survive if the water is deep enough. At least 12 feet or so. You're probably drowned. A steer toward the water. It's helpful if you've been skydiving before and know how to steer. You're falling and dive right in. You're gonna pass out upon impact of the water.
I think so too.
You're gonna hit the water and be like, whoop, and all your senses are gonna be gone. So if you guys go and watch the Mythbuster thing they fell from 100 feet, 200 feet, actually pretty high, like three or four stories. I actually don't know how high it was. Their crash test dummy hit the water. Both his legs went broke off, just gone. And he's a crash test dummy. Okay, he's like meant to emulate the human body and the way he's the same weight and stuff like that, same shape. Literally, his two legs broke off when he hit the water. So I don't know if a human being's leg would be ripped off by impact by the water. Maybe there's some structural stuff that was wrong with the crash test dummy, but it ain't gonna be great. Okay,
Right.
You're not gonna be hunky dory.
Yeah, you're not that statement right there seems like, hey, no problem. You just roll right off there,
You'll be fine.
go get some Whataburger right after.
Swim off, yeah.
Dive right in.
There better be someone around because you're going to impact the water, pass out, break a bunch of limbs.
Yeah, and
Like,
someone's going to have to pull you out and get you the
pull you
ER
out, yeah.
quick, right? So there you go. There's Popular Mechanics. They're trying to sell me some ad blocker stuff, but no. Ain't
Hitting the
happening.
ocean is essentially the same as climbing the sidewalk. No, it's not. It's not. Yes and no. So people talk about the tension on the surface of the water caused by hydroelectricity. It's the molecules in water have a tendency to stick together. So if you fill a cup up a whole lot, probably you've noticed that there's a bubble on the very top of the cup.
Right.
Because it's that water. It's literally above the cup. That's
Yes.
because of that mechanic of
Surface tension.
surface tension and hydroelasticity that the
And
water wants to stick
mosquito,
together.
a light mosquito can rest on it and not break that
Right.
surface.
So
right?
the mosquito is using a couple different things as well as the elasticity of the water. Also, without that elasticity of the water, the human body could not function because we are 90% water, and that's how actually we're stuck together mostly. There's a couple properties of water that allow us to exist, and if the water wasn't exactly what water is, we would not
Couldn't do
exist
it.
right now.
Couldn't do it. Yeah.
So that tension right there is really really strong, like super super strong, especially as you get into the smaller groups of things. Like it's so small that if you were to shrink yourself down to the size of that small bug or whatever, if you were to get in some water, you wouldn't be able to get out. You would not be strong enough to break the surface tension of the bubble of water that you were stuck in.
Right.
Insects survive because they have really specific evolution that allows them to use air to stop that from happening and to manipulate the water. They have like lots of bugs have little tiny hairs,
Right.
tons and tons of little tiny hairs on them.
on their
that
feet,
stop.
right? That kind of
On their feet, on their body, everywhere.
spread that energy out over the surface, right?
So they don't get really wet.
Yeah.
Even, right. So like a spider, if a spider were to get wet, that'd be it depends on how big the spider is, I guess. Things are really different on the small scale of things
Right,
compared to
right.
how we deal with water very easily.
Right.
So water is a kind of a pain in the ass to fall into. Okay, don't
Yeah.
do it. But as soon as you break the surface tension, it is just water. And if the surface tension can be broken by itself, so there's the Mythbusters did the myth on this.
Right.
They threw a hammer into the water.
Right.
just before the crash dummy hit to see if it would mess with the tension in the water, and it does a little bit, but you have to have a big thing to disrupt the tension. Like if it's really wavy, probably have a better chance.
Right.
Like if you landed on top of a huge wave, that'd be great.
Right. A lot of studies with the Golden Gate Bridge too, and those jumpers, and all the people that.
Yeah, that's right. That's great. Yeah. Do we have any? Is there any articles or anything like on that? I haven't read.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, and the ones that lived, like
it was a wavy day.
Few of them, very few of them lived.
Few of them, right?
Right.
Because hitting the water ain't great. How high is it?
Golden Gate Bridge jumpers. Suicides at Golden Gate Bridge, Wikipedia. How about that?
Yep, Wikipedia has a whole article on this.
Yep. Notable fatal incidents. Apparently,
Most
one.
people go to the very center of the bridge to jump. Apparently,
Yeah. They give you a little suicide map of where they jump. Interesting. And a couple of them, I don't know, I have not read this one, but because most of the jumpers, it says after a fall of 4 seconds, you get 4 seconds. Jumpers hit the water at 75 miles an hour. 245 feet. Most of the jumpers die due to impact trauma.
right?
5% of the jumpers survive the initial impact, but generally drown or die of hypothermia because that water is ball shrinking cold. It doesn't say that. I added that part in.
Yeah.
That's embellishment from the.
Is it really that cold?
from the
You die from hypothermia?
Yeah. Most suicidal jumps have occurred on the side facing the bay. The side facing Pacific Ocean is closed to pedestrians. Oh, okay. So you got to face the town. Ocean.
You're not even allowed to walk on one side? I assume
Right.
you're not allowed to walk on this thing anymore at all.
Right.
Would you go this way? Would you do the suicide jump bridge?
No.
gate?
No.
It seems like a bad way, to be
It
honest.
seems like a really bad way. Cause
Hypothermia seems like not a great way. I
Right.
mean, not a terrible way.
not a terrible way.
If it was hypothermia or drowning, probably go with drowning. If it was hypothermia or burning,
Oh, you got to
Might
do
go with
hypothermia.
hypothermia?
Yeah, you can't do burning.
well, they say that the burning isn't so bad because you go in the shock and pass out, right? And with hypothermia, you do the same thing.
No, it hurts.
It's
I burned
effectively-
myself a bunch of times. It hurts.
Yeah, but you didn't burn yourself to death.
Well, I
You
mean,
just burned
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
You had to deal with the repercussions. If you just get engulfed in flame, like all the nerves are burned off of you pretty quickly, right? Like you do gasoline, right? And you're like, you're gonna be like, ah, and then you're gonna pass out and die.
Well, I think we want to be something like carbon monoxide.
Oh yeah, you're gonna asphyxiate yourself
Because you would just kinda-
that's apparently a great way.
You
to
would
go.
just kind of go
They
to
say.
sleepy sleep.
sleepy nights.
Yeah.
Well, I feel the worry. My only worry with that is,
Yeah, is that gasping business.
and then
Right.
passing out.
Apparently,
yeah, I think a lot of people do the garage cars on, close all the doors thing.
All right.
That's how famous comedian Will. No, not well. What's his name?
Mitch Hedberg? No, he was
A lot of people
overdose.
do it.
Yeah, we're gonna look it up.
Yeah, I have to look at it. I can't remember this guy's name. Ah, there's a picture of him. He recently died. He's a really famous guy. He's super important in my childhood. And I can't remember his name.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby fucking alive still. God damn it. Not even dead.
It was a suicide?
Hypothermia. It was a suicide. Yeah, it was super famous. I can't. My research area is interfacial phenomena. The guiding factor is area of impact. Small areas is better to minimize impact. Throwing
Michael
hammer
Hutchins.
in breaks the surface. Feet first is better than belly flop. Right.
Michael
Yeah, that makes
Hutchins. He
sense.
was
I can't remember this guy's name. I don't know why.
In Excess lead singer.
He's a comedian, not a lead singer.
Let's check-
Look, I'm looking at his face right now. Who is this guy? Robin Williams
Who?
did this. Robin Williams did the car
Robin
in the
Williams.
garage. Suicide.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So if he did it, I'm good enough to do it. To be honest. Okay.
Yeah.
If Robin Williams could do it. Man brought joy to millions of people.
Right.
He picked a way to go out. He did the sleepy night method.
You couldn't remember think of Robin Williams?
I could think of Robin Williams. I sure shit could think of Robin Williams. I couldn't think of his name. I had his picture in my mind. A picture of him, not him, but a picture of him in my mind.
No goodness, he was huge in your childhood. Why? Did you see him on Mork and Mindy or what?
All kinds of stuff. Isn't he? He's like in a million things. David Carradine. Who the heck is this guy?
David Carradine. He was the guy that starred in Kung Fu, and Kung Fu. Remember, he was the guy that took.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, so it was. The concept was a guy who traveled around the West.
He was in Kill Bill, apparently.
He didn't win his fights by gunfight. He won it with Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Starring Bruce Lee.
Television series.
Right?
Man, this is an old show.
Starring Bruce Lee. But
that's good. Bruce Lee
we
is a
couldn't
hero.
do Bruce Lee because Americans wouldn't tolerate a Chinese man on the big screen yet. So they replaced him with David Carradine, who kinda looks a little Asian-ish, kinda.
Not quite.
Not quite, but it has a like a light dusting of Asian,
A light dusting, a sprinkling.
a sprinkling of of Asian features. So, yeah, he's got the Italian freaking David Carradine. Let me put that up there. And who could pass at 20 feet for Asian, I would say.
But by you or someone who has like good vision?
Psh, see, look at you. I would say, oh, now I got to rotate it again. See, now it's all.
Oh no, but you learned a thing.
I did. Oh, there it is. There it is, right there. Bam. Okay, there's
Learned
David
a thing.
Carradine. Kinda at.
Oh yeah.
But lights in his eyes on that picture.
He's just happy to be alive.
Who could pass as maybe half Asian, maybe.
He does look pretty Asian. I feel like they put some coloring on him there.
Maybe.
I feel like a lot of coloring, honestly. He's like one color right now. Even his lips are the same color as his skin.
Right.
What is this other picture of him with his head cut off? On the top right.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
It's like blurred.
Yikes.
He's got no scalp. Did they have to do this to him to make him Asian? God dang. Harsh. Asian-ish. Technical term for less than 5% Asian ancestry. Yep. Seems legit to me.
Yeah.
Seems good. Well, I think we've concluded that suicide, not the way to do it, guys. If you're going to do it, definitely don't jump from the Golden Gate Bridge.
Right.
Not going to work out great.
Don't jump out of a
You're
plane
gonna die
either.
you might die from hypothermia. Going out of a plane might be a little bit better. I feel like you're definitely going to die from impact. Go ahead first. You go ahead first, you're going to pop like a melon.
Right.
I guess you're hitting the terminal velocity of 75 miles per hour. Is that what you said it was?
I think.
Either way?
I don't know that terminal velocity is 75 miles an hour, but you can at least if you as you're doing.
Okay. It's not. This Google tells me, and I believe Google, it's 122 miles per hour of a human skydiver to get up to terminal velocity. So you can go a little bit faster than Golden Gate.
Right.
Not too much, but.
All right. Let's see if I can put this.
And
other
amount
up
faster.
here. Where's this other one? That's the one I was saving. Dang it. Okay. Let's try this one, and we'll do this picture right here. All right. There is Carradine. An older picture. See, there he looks way less Asian, so maybe...
See, they fiddled with it.
They maybe
He's
fiddled,
like, all right,
fiddled
squint.
with it.
Squint. Yeah, he looks... Oh, my God. He's way less Asian there.
Yeah.
They fiddled with him a little bit.
So anyway, this guy apparently died by choking himself in like a closet and all this. And
autoerotic asphyxiation?
Yeah. He was trying to get that...
He was jerking it.
Plus...
See, that's why you don't do... You don't do that by yourself, right? You have to do it with a teammate.
Yeah, you need,
so to speak.
you need a spirit guide.
Something like that.
You do need a spirit guide, I think.
You need a sober, fully conscious, paying attention spirit guide.
There's a lot of things that you need a spirit guide. I feel like that's one of them.
That's probably one of them, to be honest. Don't do that one by yourself.
You got dog issues? You got dogs?
I don't know what's going on over there. They're messing with a bag or something. I hear shh. It's probably one of the toys that has the kind of paper in them. We try not to buy the toys that have the stuffing in them because they just rip the stuffing out.
Yeah. It's going to be all over the floor immediately.
Because all animals, no faces, right? Ears. They know what this what is this called? Decentralization is all about. And they go for that. They rip the eyes and they rip in the ears and they rip that out and then they rip the insides out too.
Yep.
Because they're animals and they rip the stuffing out.
Yeah.
So we get them
terminal velocity is at where your max velocity where gravity is canceled due to the air resistance. So
right. You have so much air resistance that gravity is no longer increasing your speed. Okay. That is a super important function, mostly for air travel and space travel. because it turns out no matter how much fuel you put on a rocket, it doesn't necessarily increase its efficacy. If you guys have played Kerbal Space Program, you know that you need to have a weight to fuel ratio, which will assist you into getting up rather than prevent you from getting up. Because of this terminal velocity thing. Because wind resistance is kind of a pain in the ass. That's why rockets go up, and then they do the orbit thing. Well, maybe they'll go at an angle like this to do orbit, because they're trying to get away from air resistance, because air, believe it or not, is actually thicker closer to Earth. Not up.
Yeah.
I know air rises, right? But
no, it doesn't. It's thicker. It's thicker down at sea level. It is the thickest.
Thickest at sea level, right? So you're right. The lower you're down, so that's how airplanes work. Also,
I would think, why do they launch? Okay, so here's my question: is why they launch in Florida instead of Denver?
I'm sure it's negligible. Like, probably the calculations on that were like, we would
there's a mile of fuel I don't have to go if I'm launching Denver.
Right. I mean, I'm positive all these guys do content math. So if you're thinking NASA didn't do the math on this thing, I'm pretty sure they were like, how much would it cost us to move everything over there to get 1 mile up higher?
The shortest distance between Earth and space is 62 miles straight up. So if I'm in Denver,
space is probably where there's no more atmosphere.
If I'm in Denver, I got to go 61. Right?
Right, exactly. Well, so I think that the highest place is actually in Alaska, right? Not Alaska, no.
Well,
Antarctica?
that I have a supporting city,
right,
that can get me there. Right? I don't want to. Denver's also centrally located, so I can bring stuff in there. I can put people there. I can put cargo there. I could put stuff in Denver. But I know why. Denver is closed down for 6 months out of the year because of snow.
See, that would be a problem. You want what weather might actually be the most important part of launching rockets? Wind, weather, right?
Yeah.
So
okay, there you
go. There's a consideration.
All right,
there.
Look what we figured out. High five.
So if you have terrible, and icing is probably terrible too.
Yeah.
Like that's actually probably the worst, to get icing on the rocket for sure.
All right.
Because then you're going to be burning the ice when you launch, and then that ice is going to turn to water.
That's right.
And you're going to burn that water also.
Right.
And
then and
expansion and stuff.
Your
is happen
energy
as well
that
as
you're trying, the energy that you're trying to heat up is having to go towards melting ice instead of
exactly. So it's not, you don't want to be doing that.
Yeah.
I think honestly they'll cancel a launch of a rocket if it drizzles.
Right. So
like,
Denver's out. So Denver's
Shut
out.
it down. Denver's out.
Denver's out.
Good.
Denver's out.
Now we know where we put it in Florida, which is kind of on the eastern coast. Seems like a nice place. Honestly, near water is probably more temperate of an area. That's not
in case
cold.
it crashes too, right? In case they start going, there's a survival rate if you drop into water. Well, I mean, look what we were just talking about.
Right, survival rate. Well, I think landing a spaceship into water feels nicer, right? For sure. Like I think they have. I don't know how honest actual spaceships work. In Kerbal though, landing the spaceship in the water, good idea. Do that.
Yes, but
you
look,
could actually boni points.
Let's take our own guidance here on how to survive skydiving without a parachute. The first thing you do is look for a body of water. What bigger body of water can you have than the Atlantic Ocean, other than the Pacific Ocean?
Damn it, Class Count is going to be like, well, maybe the other ocean that's significantly larger on the other side.
Probably it has something to do with the rotation of the Earth. Is if we were going the other way, the Earth may rotate.
Look at that. We should just fucking work at NASA.
We should.
That's it. We're done here.
Look at this.
We're moving out.
Look at this.
NASA's like, guys, we considered this literally 20 years ago when we were setting stuff up with tapes and things and ropes. We had a rope pulley system for a computer.
There are these two guys on Twitch, and they just figured it out.
They just figured it out.
They just figured it all out.
It's incredible. You guys, would you like a job? We're hiring you,
Yeah.
We don't pay money here, NASA, because, we don't make any money. But look, Elon Musk, I'm just saying, do they do this yet? Is there like commercial trips to space yet?
Hey, Muskie,
are we doing that?
Muskie, hit me up.
Muskie, bro. I can't pay.
Hit me up.
Hold on. If we're talking about
hit me up, I'll help
money,
you out. Hit me up.
How much do you think a commercial trip to space would cost you? $300,000?
Oh, it's over $1 million.
Over $1 million?
Yeah. Lord Richard Garriott went to space on his Ultima money. Do you know this guy?
Okay.
Do you know Ultima?
I don't know. No, I don't know this guy. His Ultima money. His Ultima Online money?
Yes, Ultima Online. The original guy that made all the Ultimas. His name is Richard Garriott. He is Lord British.
Oh. Okay. No shit. Okay.
Yeah. Richard Garriott, he went to space.
Well, no, sir, we're not trying to figure out a way to do a space elevator. We 100% know how to do a space elevator. We're trying to find the component that is strong enough to withstand the forces that the space elevator is going to have to deal with to make the space elevator.
He paid the Russians to go to space.
He literally gave the Russians money, and he trusted the Russians to send him into space?
And they did. Yes.
Wow.
1,000%.
And he survived? He survived?
Oh, yeah.
How much did he pay?
Well, we're about to find out as soon as I can get his picture up.
All right, I'm excited.
So this is a guy who literally had all the money, right? And he made it off of gaming. He's an you absolutely would not recognize him if you walk past him. He is just a normal looking dude. Here we go. Right here. There he is. And he is, let's see.
Yeah, the Challenger thing is really sad. The NASA during the Challenger explosion and stuff like that was just a terrible organization. Like they were focused on the wrong stuff.
English-American.
The Challenger ship was terrible.
He's an English-American video game developer and entrepreneur. He's also known for his alter ego, Lord British, in Ultima, and General British in Tabula Rasa. A well-known figure in the video gaming industry. And
I don't know.
On October 12th, 2008, Garrett flew aboard the Soyuz TMA-13 to the ISS as a private astronaut, returning 12 days aboard. He became the second astronaut and first from the U.S. who had a parent that was also a space traveler.
What?
Let's see. I want to see how much he said. He said it was a couple million, like 25.
20?
I want to say it was 25 million that he had to pay the Russians.
Oh my God! To go into space
in July. No. Oh, here you go. This helps because in July 2010, a district court awarded Richard Garriott $28 million in his lawsuit against NC Soft, finding that the company did not handle his departure in 2008 appropriately. So there you go.
Wow. Nice.
So that helped.
That helped a bit. $28 million. You probably put every single cent of that to launching a spaceship.
Oh, here it is. On September 28th, 2007, Space Adventures announced that Garrett would fly to the ISS October 2008 as a self-funded private astronaut, reportedly, here it is, paying $30 million USD. It was 30.
$30 million. All right, I want to go back to Kerbal Space Program because you send people to space in Kerbal Space Program for about a cool 8,000.
8K?
8K they're paying to get up in space. I brought some people to the moon recently, all the way to the moon. They paid me $10,000 when they got back. They're like, hey, thanks. Shout out to you.
I feel like there's a scale. Right.
I don't know.
There's a scale.
I don't know how accurate those prices are, but it costs about like $10,000 to launch a rocket.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. If you recovery also is important, right?
Right. 30 mil.
Depending on how much of the stuff you recover. $30 million.
So this isn't if you just said
bring
hey,
me $30 million, I will send you to space.
Right.
I got you. Don't worry.
I got you. Yeah. Right. If you just said
I'll build it from the ground up.
If you just said, Blake, how much to get to space? I said, well, we could. How much would you predict? No. There's no predicting. Like the dude did it.
$30 million.
$30 million.
I feel like what do you think? How much money would you need to be given in order to make a rocket you feel would be comfortable to launch yourself into space?
Oh, no bet. No,
you would never take it. No amount of money. Bull crap. You could just hire a guy.
I'm going to Elon first, and I'm going
right,
broski.
Sure. I mean,
let's
that's fine.
I have $30 million. What can we do here?
I have $30 million.
No.
And he's like, how much money?
Sorry,
I
said it wrong. I have 27 million.
20. I said it wrong.
How
many apples do you have in there? 4 apples.
I said it wrong. 26.5 million is what I have. 26.5.
Really serious? I mean, if I was left with the choice of going to space for $30 million, okay, so if someone's like, I'll give you $30 million or you can go to space, what would you take?
I'd take the 30 mil. I'd stay here.
You just wouldn't go to space?
No.
Okay, so this is the Brad Pitt thing again. Would you like to be Brad Pitt for a day or have $10,000? Do you think you can make $30 million off of having gone to space?
No,
definitely not.
No, definitely not. Not anymore. If I were in the 60s and 70s,
yeah, if you were the first dude ever, yeah,
and you were one of those pioneer, one of the Apollo guys,
you could have your own merch.
I would baller. I would just be baller.
Yeah. Probably those guys made that. I don't know if they make money off merch. I don't know.
But I mean, the
Toaster,
guys who
we're not playing Tallyman later. We are not playing Tallyman later. Toaster is hot for Tallyman.
I know. He's been grinding out those rune stones.
Has he?
Yes.
We're not using runes.
I know. You get them, and they're awesome to use. Like one of them is
super strong.
No toad.
No toad, yeah. No toad. You can do craft for 5 instead. You can do trophies for craft for 5, which is insane.
Yes, or 4. The upgraded one is 4 if you get yeah. So you just 100%.
Anyway, Clowntown's got stuff going on tonight, so you can't.
Yeah, I can't. But yes, if you were today, okay, here's an example. I'll give you an example. Tell me the name of the guy who has the longest, who is the longest time in space.
Tell you the guy who has the longest time in space.
Right, without Googling it, tell me. You don't know.
The guy who sings that song on the ship.
Rocket Man? Elton John?
What's his name? He's super famous. He's like the only astronaut I actually know. I
don't know his name?
though. Don't know his name.
See?
He sings. He got, like, the YouTube video was up for a long time, and they got taken down because the contract expired, and they brought it back. I can't remember this guy's name.
Right. His name is Scott Kelly.
Scott Kelly is his name?
Yes.
Is this the guy I'm thinking of? I will confirm.
878 days in space.
Nope, this is not the guy I was thinking of. 878 days in space. Does he do the thing where he lands again, and then he has his cup, and he's like, he puts it here, and he's, let's go?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I would totally do that.
Oh, man, I would super do that also. Man,
Right.
it'd be so great just to be like, hold on, you got to put something down. Just let it go as still as you can.
All right. There's someone who spent 879 who just had to one-up his ass, but... and it was Russian. It was Russian, yeah, I think.
Is there some Russian guy, whatever?
Right. Stupid Russian.
He's 53 now, this guy.
Right.
Scott Kelly.
Okay. Does Scott Kelly have $30 million?
I don't know. I don't think he needs.
Was it?
I don't think he. I don't think. No, I don't think he has $30 million.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take the 30 mil.
I'll take the 30.
Right. If I were
you
to
know Scott
say,
Kelly's name though. Does Scott Kelly know your name?
No, I had to Google it. No, I had to Google it. And
some people know Scott Kelly's name. Wait, I want to see Scott Kelly in his uniform because I bet you he looks way baller than you do.
But unless Scott Kelly has $30 million, I mean,
if he can look, he's got a picture with Obama. Do you know Obama?
I mean, we're not bros, but I can shoot him an email if you need me to. It's bobama@gmail.com. That's it.
He's got a United States Naval Aviator badge.
I mean,
badge.
sorry, Brock. I said your email address. It's bobama@gmail.com.
He's also got the top 10 longest human space flights.
Yeah, he's baller.
Oh, it looks like he did some other stuff besides just going.
My point is
space.
Scott Kelly
Kuwait
has
Liberation Medal.
Scott Kelly has been to space more than every other human except for maybe one, and he doesn't have $30 million, and I don't know his name.
$30 million. Maybe he does have $30 million. You don't know.
We don't know, but probably not. But I don't know his name.
This guy has had a total
Pitt's
EVA
name.
time. This guy has been out in an extra vehicle activity.
Comparing
for 18
Scott Kelly
hours.
and what I'm saying is comparing Scott Kelly and Brad Pitt is a non-starter, right?
All right, you're right.
So
fair enough. I concede this. Look, I'm just saying Scott Kelly is an absolute badass. All right,
100%.
Mark Hamill. That's the guy who I was thinking of.
Mark Hamill?
I think.
No, that's Luke Skywalker, bozo.
No, there's another guy with Mark in his name. Mark Astronaut. I don't know people's names, man. Brad Pitt is Tom Cruise, basically the same person.
Mark Pitt.
Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly is another astronaut. Mark Astronaut? No, okay, whatever. I don't know, man. Who's the guy who sings?
Mark Louganis.
I don't know. Hatfield? Hatfield. Chris Hadfield. That's the guy. Definitely. Who sings the song. Yes, Chris Hadfield is the only astronaut I know.
Mark Single.
This guy's had been on 2 EVAs, and he's been out for 14 hours and 53 minutes and 38 seconds. Jeez. Hadfield's a badass, all right? He does all the cool stuff.
Right on. Chris Hadfield. Okay.
All right. Chris Hadfield. Shout out to you guys.
But you don't. But I mean, unless these guys are balling, I would use 30 million to turn. I would turn 30 million into 90 million easier than I could a spacewalk into 30.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
All right. Well, fine. Being an astronaut, not all it's cracked up to be. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, back to terminal velocity. I did not stand on the ladder and fall off and reach terminal velocity while I was on said ladder, putting all those things up because the faucet broke. Now I have a plumber that I had to run out and get a faucet. I got a faucet. I had a plumber come out because I don't install.
Sure.
I can do electrical work. I know how to do that. Anything gas and water. If I do it wrong, the costs are extraordinary. So I want someone insured and bonded and all that sort of stuff that's going to cover me.
Yeah, makes sense.
That blows up. So
you got to know your weaknesses and your strengths, guys.
Right.
Okay.
Water and anything gas, like natural gas.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Especially because you blow up your house.
Yeah,
right?
I could blow up my house
if you just have a leak.
If I do it wrong, right?
It clusters in one spot and then gets out and then.
Right.
and your entire family dies. Oh, Clowntown did the natural gas himself. It was a poor decision.
Right.
He died.
Yeah, hook up a hot water heater. No, thank you. I got a dude. I'm a call dude, right?
Call bro.
I'm a call dude.
Call dude, bro.
So now I have no water in the kitchen sink. I have a handle that can come off in my hand of the main kitchen faucet.
That can come off if you wanted to.
No, it's off. It's in my hand. I mean,
That did come off.
It did.
Okay.
It did. It's my hand.
It can come off. It did come off. It is just permanently off. I can't put it back on.
As I was
Handle.
wrapping up, getting all that stuff out from under the bottom of the kitchen sink because there's some leaking going on down there and to shut off the water, the fire alarm went off.
It scared you?
Yes.
Bumped your head?
Almost fell down and killed myself, but
Okay.
turns out the wife was cooking and smoke and whatever. She set off the fire alarm. So then the dogs are tripping, except one dog is deaf. So Buster's kind of panicking and looking around like what's going on. Scooter is deaf, and so my instruction was, Ash, go open the front door. Daughter, go open the back door. Let's air this place out. And as soon as I open the front door, Scooter, the 60-pound lab, goes barreling out, tries to go out, and so now I'm having to wrestle some dogs, and then in the middle of the fire alarm, and I can't tell him no or sit or stop because he's deaf, and
Because he's deaf, can't hear you.
right. So
Or he chooses not to hear you. One of the two.
Oh no, he's crazy. He's a good. I was with him, and I kept him some years ago when he was of hearing. Great dog.
Oh, okay.
Great dog.
Great dog.
He now just cannot hear.
Back when he could hear you.
Right. So now I'm having to put this rear naked choke on him, and get him to stop. And then Ash is scared of him, so Ash is running around. Fire alarm's going off. Water's leaking.
This is a great day. This is absolute chaos.
Both of them are sick. Right.
Choss.
Merry Christmas,
Someone
everybody.
vomits. Blah.
You're right. Everybody's sick.
Just has uncontrollable diarrhea suddenly. Yeah, this sounds like a standard day. Honestly.
So there you go. And then so we finally get all that. The smoke. We blow the house out. Smoke kind of fades, and we close up the door, and then sure enough, it happens again. Smoke alarm goes off. Went off twice. So this time we threw all the dogs out the back, and so I didn't have to wrestle them. And so the daughter was having to wrestle that. So then we just left the windows. So now we closed doors and left the windows open once we got the fire alarm off. So now we were freezing because we had a cross breeze the whole time, and it was super cold out. And oh yeah, it was chaos.
Sounds like when you told me this is chaos. Yeah, this is pretty well chaos.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of things happen in a perfect storm of things going on here.
God bless us, everyone.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
A lot of bad things. I didn't have any chaos for my Christmas. My Christmas was pretty calm.
Right.
No explosions, no fires, no fire alarms, no nearly dying.
So then on my stream on the 26th, I started I think around 11 o'clock or so, or maybe around noon, and I had to jump out several times and go get the plumber to do his thing. Had come back, do the thing. Anyway, so I was half in and half out of my own stream, and Ash was just coughing and sneezing all day on the 26th.
Dying?
Yeah,
absolutely. Just is he better now? Is he still sick?
He's still a little coughing. He's actually felt good enough to go hang with my parents today. So he went out to their house. I don't know if they're going to be running around or whatever, but they're doing their thing. So,
well, my Christmas was way chiller. I played some Sheriff of Nottingham for my Christmas.
Oh, I would have loved to play some Sheriff of Nottingham with new victims.
I had the most infuriating experience teaching a really, really slow person to play Sheriff of Nottingham.
Oh no! What was her name?
No, it was a guy. He recently had a stroke, so
oh really?
He just has a lot going on, and I was yelling at him. You're an idiot!
Oh really?
Yeah,
dude.
He didn't even know the difference between green and red. I was like, oh my god. Oh, he's a smart guy too. He does kind of a similar job to this, but he's a contractor for a bunch of different things. So he's a very intelligent person. So when he didn't catch on, I immediately lost it.
What?
It's like, no, you're bullshitting me.
But he didn't.
being purposely difficult, honestly, is what I think was going on there.
No.
Like,
If you tell me he had a stroke recently and then you...
Not recently, like a year ago he had a stroke.
That's
all right.
That's like
I just thought I'd
life-altering
mention
thing.
that. Yeah, but he's not an idiot. Okay, he's functional. He can talk. It's not like I sat down at a table with someone who didn't know how numbers work. What? Look, you want me to baby you?
No.
Huh?
I want...
Not tell you when you have a stroke. I don't give
like
a
a little bit of empathy.
You've been zero empathy, sucker.
Zero.
Zero.
One thing is like, look, if they can...
Zero empathy.
Zero.
Point.
Okay.
Point zero.
All right. So,
Okay.
so if it's one thing to be difficult, but also it's like, do you have the capacity to understand this versus are
No,
you
he
choosing
totally
not
has
to?
a capacity.
Right?
100%.
Yeah.
He has the capacity to do so.
All
All
right.
right. Anyways, I've decided
Oh,
from
my
now
goodness.
on, if you're new, you're not allowed to play a game until you've watched the game. I think watching a game is a
maybe
really
so.
great way to learn.
Maybe so.
So
Or
that's,
play
that's the thing I took
or
away
play
from it.
one uphand. Like here's what we're
Oh,
gonna do.
yeah. Oh, okay.
You
Well,
know.
see, yeah, I think
Like we
that,
did.
that's a good call because when
That's
you're
what-
trying
that's
to
what I
teach
did with
someone
the
and they're
kids.
trying to be cagey about their hand, it's
Right.
really annoying.
Right. That's what I did with the kids. I said, look, we're gonna draw a hand. I'm gonna show you face up.
Right.
And then we're going to
That's
go
a good
through
idea, too.
some different scenarios. This is what I'm going to try and do, and we did just a practice round, right?
4 of one suit or the same of one suit. All right. No, you can't mix. I think that's the hardest thing that everyone has trouble with. Oh, I can't do 3 red, 1 chicken. No, you can't do that. It's not
Right.
allowed. That's the mistake everyone makes initially.
3 red, 1 chicken, and say 4.
3 red, 3 red, 1 chicken.
Oh,
3 bread.
3. Oh, 3 bread.
3 red, 3 bread, 3 bread.
3 red.
I got 3 bread in there.
Right.
3 bread, 1 chicken. It's better when you're playing a 3-player game and you say 3 bread, because bread doesn't exist in the deck in a 3-player game.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like 3 apples is a liar's number.
The liar's number, right down the middle.
All right.
Got 3 contra in there.
Okay. Here's one I want to. All right. Let's do the inspiration. Let's do the inspirational corner now, and then we'll do
The inspirational corner.
Then we'll
Oh,
do
shit.
GTA. So we have 2 things to do before we go.
Oh yeah, the GTA
Inspire
thing.
and GTA. All right, here we go. Recently, our good buddies at Twitch have posted a thing that
Ruh-roh.
oh yeah, you're gonna like it.
Ruh-roh, Ruby Roo. Our good buddies at Twitch.
Our good buddies at Twitch. Let me grab this link for you guys in chat. I saw this and I said, "Oh, we're gonna dunk on this."
Oh yeah?
Here we go.
Oh
There's a
yeah, okay, I'm
thing
excited.
called Stream On. Have you seen this?
I have not. First I'm hearing it.
Auditions are now open for a new game show from Twitch Studios called Stream
show.
On. Today we're announcing, this is from Twitch blog, links in chat, we're announcing to Stream On a new game show from Twitch Studios premiering in March of 2018. The program will elevate some of the best and brightest up-and-coming streamers. Starting today, Twitch partners are
I
invited to
see that.
audition. Not me. Maybe
No.
you. Okay.
Maybe me. We'll see.
Okay. The YouTube.
What?
Yes.
This is interesting.
Okay. Maybe you've been streaming a long time or looking for that one last push to take you into a full-time streaming career. Well, too late. Or maybe you feel like you're just getting started and need a boost to reach more people and show them your skills. Either way, Stream On
Boosted.
might be just the opportunity to shine. Right now, Twitch Studios is looking for the most entertaining, competitive streamers with great personality and lots of potential. Video auditions are open now to the Twitch submission page. And you go down. Contest rules can be found here. I'm going to put that link in chat also. So partners only, okay? Stream On contestants will face challenges designed to test important streamer skills, evaluated by a panel of Twitch judges. Viewers in Twitch chat will also play an important role choosing who advances and who is eliminated at each round of friendly competition. Okay, so it's like Survivor, but it's a round of Twitch streamers. The show will take place across multiple channels as contestants compete throughout each week from their home streaming setup, and action will be punctuated by weekly recap and elimination from Twitch Studios. Here we go. Now here's your payoff. You ready? Ultimately, the contestant who best shows off their ability to entertain, lead a community, and be a pace setter in the streaming space will emerge victorious and be awarded a grand prize.
I see it. I just saw this.
5 G's a month
A month.
for a year. a total of $60,000 to help take their streaming career to the next level. As a contestant, viewer, or Twitch community member, we will hope you stay tuned, take part in the pilot of Twitch Studios. Let's do it.
That seems awesome.
You can dunk on this.
Seems easy mode.
You can do it. Okay.
I can do it.
You need to think about your intro video and how long they are. The contest rules are there. You need to read this thing and get it done. Eligibility. They're only taking it for a certain amount of time. Their Twitch. The promotion begins and ends around May 17th. I think the competition is going to happen in. They're going to start January 15th, 2018. The submission period. Contestant interested have the opportunity to submit an audition video. So before January 15th, we need to get a video together and audition. How to enter, and there's your submission, the website, all that other. It says 90 seconds. The video should be no longer than 90 seconds. Original, previously unpublished work, except for limited clips and excerpts of your other work. Right, so you can make a little highlight video.
Right. There's lots of different categories.
Yes. Let me just tell you. Number one. If you win, that's easy money. You have no costs.
I'm taking a year off.
You're not doing. No, you're not either. No, you're not either. You're not either. You're going.
What do you mean? I get that money no matter what. That's the whole. That's the whole year. That's the whole year easy mode.
You need to throttle up so that money keeps coming in.
Nope, no way.
Oh Hey,
look, I make the money the same no matter what.
You're not taking a year off. No, you are not. No, sir.
I'm going to win that $60,000 and I'm going to take a vacation.
You and I, no, you may take a brief one, but you are not. You are not taking.
I'm taking a year off. We're taking a full 12 months off, baby.
You are not taking a year off. You and I will.
I'll see you guys later.
You and I will be. I will enter into a strangle competition with you after that.
Oh, you better catch me first, sucker.
You're
be running quick.
All right,
we bought $5,000.
So I need you to get into this. Okay. Here's the thing.
Deep inside of this.
Even if you fail, so many people, even if you fail and you get into this, way more people will know William Bishop Video Game Badger.
No, definitely.
Way more. Even if you fail, there's no downside.
To try.
This is, so remember all the crazy ass ideas that we have about a ton of effort for zero payout?
Yeah.
This is little effort for a ton of payout.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Okay. Let's get on this. You got to get on this. What are you doing? I'm going to start asking you, hey, let's put that video together. You got to get your Vegas skills. You got to get some logos. Like you got to put your marketing hat on. And here's the thing. I think if I know these guys, I think what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to clean up your chat and clean
it up.
Yes, go back to the Terraria days of a little more family friendly.
I don't know, Clowntown.
I think you do.
I don't know.
If
not.
If you get into this and you take this seriously, I think you do.
I don't know.
Because I think that's going to. You're able. Okay, here's the thing. You're able to be. You are able to be biting, and sharp, and harsh, and critical, and not have 0.0 swear words.
I know, but that's good. Okay, so a lot of people are going to be doing that. So that's going to be the middle of the road. I think actually if you want to win this, you need to be the opposite of the middle of the road. You need to come out of left field because there's going to be so many submissions to this. When they see what you created, they need to be like, whoa, well, that was not what I was expecting. Maybe in a good or bad way. It doesn't matter.
Maybe.
So that's my take on this because there's going to be,
do you still have your 249?
I do. I don't think that's going to work out. I don't have the 249 anyway. That would be great too. I don't think they want anything with guns. I don't think that breaks terms of service. The guns don't necessarily break terms of service, but they don't want that.
Right. Yeah.
Some of this stuff ends in 4 days.
Yeah. Some it does. Contestant agrees that sponsor or its designee may film, photograph contestant's name, voice, likeness, appearance, stuff you've already agreed to in your thing. Okay,
well, right. I will look into this and make something for at least one of these categories.
Yeah.
This will be interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
You have the time. You have the platform. You are eligible. You can do this.
I got the time.
I will tell you.
I got the time.
You are a better streamer than most of these people that I'm seeing that are doing their deal. Let me go to YouTube and see if there's more entrants to And I bet
I'm
they're going
surprised I
to
haven't seen
frown on those who enter through YouTube and don't just upload a video straight to Twitch, right?
We'll see. Yeah, probably so. Actually,
You see what I'm saying?
That makes sense to me. Yeah. I mean, you could just upload a video straight to Twitch. Yeah.
Stream on entry.
Interesting. I'm surprised I didn't see this on the Twitch Reddit.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for showing this to me.
Yeah. You need to get on this. You can do it. You'll stomp
Seems
them.
nice.
You will stomp
good.
them. You put your mind to this,
Can't
you will stomp them. 100%.
This literally isn't anywhere on the Twitch Reddit. This amazes me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm shocked. Didn't we have one more thing to talk about?
Yeah. So, you need to get on
I
it.
thought 249 was
Everybody
GPA.
everybody in here, if you are
no, not GPA.
no.
249
is
machine
a
gun.
is a
Machine gun 249. Do you still have your 249 GPA? What a weird thing to ask.
a machine gun. It's
Honestly, don't
it's
say
the
anything
one.
about this. Dude.
It is in Counter
Contact, you're
Strike.
muted.
Hmm?
On Discord, you muted yourself.
Oh. Psh. Oh.
Having
yeah,
trouble
sorry.
with the interface again.
Yeah, trouble with
That's
the interface.
Trouble with the interface.
Would I need to move or appear in person in order to compete? No. We may ask contestants to join us for a trip or two, but the
Yes.
competition takes place online.
So the hosting interview one is one where you could get brought into the Twitch studio to
Right.
interview.
I think that would be your audience and or my audience would hook you up if this was your shot.
Oh, they're paying for it. Twitch is.
Oh yeah, Twitch. Yeah, if Twitch doesn't, we would hook you up and say, and here's a little wham, a little walking around money, WAM, walking
I
around
see.
money,
Wham, some wham,
some wham.
some pocket chains.
We're just gonna give you a little handshake with a little 20 spot in there. Thank you. Just
20
gonna
oh,
give you
yeah,
a little
here's
duke.
a little-
It's called. It's
little
in the Italian. It's
a
like
duke?
duked in 20.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Sure, yeah. Hit me up with the Duke. I don't mind.
yeah.
Hit me with
Yeah.
the BB. Well, that's a little
If
money,
you get
little cash.
if you get far and you build
Little
this,
petty cash?
your audience will hook you up, right?
Boy, they always do.
They
Don't
always
worry.
do.
We're rolling in the dough over here.
Dude,
because you guys
will-
are so generous.
They will come. They will come out. They will come for you. They will support
But might as well be Notch at this point.
100%.
On my Twitch and YouTube money.
you. Right. Anyway, that's it. That's what you got to do. So
There was something else we wanted to talk about. There was a big thing. Did we write anything else down? I feel like
I did.
forgetting something.
no, it was so last thing. Anyway, stream on. Look for that. Badger. Encourage Badger to enter that. He's gonna do great. He's gonna stomp those fools. So the last one is when does the Steam sale end?
Probably the end of the year, honestly. There'll probably be a huge blowout.
Oh, ends January 4th. There it is, 12 p.m. Central. Okay, so noon, January 4th. So we got some days. At this moment, one Grand Theft Auto is as low as it's ever been. It is $23.99.
And that's the other thing we talk about. Yes.
That's a great price point, man. If you're ever going to jump in, that is the time. So I showed the family on the big screen a bunch of my highlights with Wolf.
Movie-chan.
They laughed. I laughed. I mean, it was just a raucous good time, and how fun it was. Right. Let me see. Let me look at the graph here. Correct. It has never been lower. The price has never been
lower. Nice.
Never been
SteamDB. SteamDB, baby.
right. It went to in 2015. There's some blips that look like they're in error. It was $0, but that does not. Look.
Yeah, that seems like wrong.
That
Seems like
seems
you're not getting the game for free.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of times where it's been half off. This is the one time it's been under half. It's 60% off. So there it is.
60. That's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut. And here's
there
where
any
I'm
other-
getting at. This is the SteamDB. If you don't have this site, by the way, guys, get yourself into that site. That will tell
Yeah,
you.
definitely do.
That is the great that's the that removes all the bull crap with sales and all that sort of stuff. That'll tell
And
you
there is a lot of bullcrap. Yeah.
historical context with sales is super important. So
So how much does the GTA 5 cost on Steam right now?
$23.99.
$23. Okay, well you can buy it. You can buy it on GMG for $30 also.
Right. You can do it for GMG.
So if you wanted to hook somebody up who is a GMG affiliate,
right.
you could buy that.
Yeah, you come up. So
But honestly, get it cheaper.
here's the thing: is that I have some of my community has come out in earnest and said, you know what, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't get this for Ash.
What?
because it's too much, too violence, too early. Like he's too young. It's not the thing. So here's the best point that I had heard as to why we don't play things like Payday. And it was actually from the wife. The wife had the best point on this, and she said, "Look, it's one thing to play something like Left 4 Dead and shoot up zombies because there's a clear delineation of good and evil, right? And all that business. It's another thing to erode authority by shooting cops."
No, it's not content.
Right. So
no, it's not. That's not true. If I read a book about shooting cops, it does not make me want to shoot cops.
Correct.
That's not how
correct.
it works.
But it
if
does.
I play a game about shooting cops, it does not make me want to shoot cops.
Right,
Because I know the difference between, if I have a dream about shooting cops, it does not make me want to shoot cops
Right.
more.
I agree.
Because I know the difference between reality and fiction.
Yes. So do
Okay.
so do they. Like, or if you think about it, Counter-Strike is the same thing, right? Do Badger's link for Green Man Gaming.
That's my link.
Yeah,
That's my link right there.
we always promote his because he's living off this, and I'm not.
I was the one typing the command in, so I put my link in.
Right.
All right, you can put your link in
Right.
afterwards if you want.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. When anything that Badger and I usually do together, if it's not a shared thing, it's and only he's doing like the Humble Bundle, always go to his. If it's Green Man Gaming and we're here, I always go to his. Amazon link, go to his. All that stuff. So
Appreciate it.
he needs more than I do because this is how he eats. It's how he puts Whataburger in his face.
Oh yeah, that's the only one that matters. Honestly, Whataburger. That's the really important one.
So here's the thing: is that on one hand, Grand Theft Auto is just so much fun. It is
a ton of fun.
It is,
and it is a video game.
It is probably the most fun I have had streaming, and probably the most fun I've had playing video games in 3 years.
And it contains no violence whatsoever.
Other than Payday, right?
No real violence whatsoever.
You're correct.
Video games don't have violence in them.
No one is hurt.
No one is hurt.
No one is hurt by...
It's like having a dream, or
Right.
playing cops and robbers, or going pew pew with your hands,
Right.
or reading a book. You can't. No one will ever get violent because of video games ever. In fact, statistics say that
Either
more
can
that
or
young
you can't.
people play video games, the less they become violent, because
Yeah,
they
right.
take their violent energy out on the video game. Right.
Right.
They'll go get angry at the video game, go blow stuff up in the video game, and they don't steal stuff in real life.
Yeah. Same thing with martial arts. Like you don't see a bunch
anything
of...
that focus your physical energy or your attention on is going to make you less violent and less willing to lash out at people.
Right. Like you'll almost never see a real legit jujitsu black belt
Go hurt somebody for no
bow up
reason.
at a bar and be
Right.
raucous,
It's not going
right?
to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Because you get that energy out already. You don't
Yeah.
need to prove yourself. You
Yeah.
do it every day on the mat. Okay. So I can never get behind any argument that says video games are violent. Number one, I just can't do that. Having experienced real violence in my life, video games have no violence in them. I have never seen a video game that has violence, like actual legitimate. I smell blood. It is the same situation where this is actual violence. It's not. I have never played a video game that felt like shooting a gun either. This is not shooting a gun. It's never going to happen.
100%.
Okay?
It is not.
I mean, you have to come to me and tell me that my dreams of any plethora of things that I dream about, who knows what my subconscious is going on, is going to actually make me violent. If I have a violent dream, that's going to cause me to have violent tendencies. I'm not buying that. Okay, there's a difference in reality and fiction.
Right.
So no matter what, this video game is never going to hurt your son.
Right. Oh, I get it. I get it. I'm down.
You don't seem down to me, Clowntown. Seems like some people who have no freaking idea what they're talking about
That's
come to
one.
you.
That's one of three things. That's one aspect. The other aspect
One
is
aspect that is invalidated because it doesn't make any sense.
I'm just saying.
Sorry, clown lady.
The third
I
one.
appreciate your opinion on things.
The
It's your
third
child.
one.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. We're mulling it over. Right.
Okay, we're mulling it over. Sure.
Yeah. The third one is the language, which I'm fairly discounted, is because they hear worse things out of her all the time.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, that's nice. See, that would be a consideration that I'd be willing to accept. No, Wes, dude. Desensitization to violence is not a real thing.
It's nothing.
It is not real violence. You have to actually be in actual violence.
Yeah.
You have to actually be in the situation and become desensitized to it.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not. You're not going to be like, oh, shooting a gun is normal. When shooting a gun in GTA 5 has nothing to do with shooting a real gun.
Right.
Like the commonality is zero.
Yeah, it's not. You've shot a lot more guns than I have in terms of rounds and in terms of type of
Tons.
rounds.
I have shot so many guns.
Right.
Tons and tons of guns.
So much, all the ammo.
All the ammo.
All the
Tons
ammo.
of it. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands around. Okay.
Yeah, but I've shot.
That's to a normal,
some,
right-thinking person. Yes, I'm considering that everyone in this equation is mentally stable. Yes,
Right.
West dude. If you're not mentally stable, it doesn't even matter at that
Right.
point.
The other
Anything
one-
could set you off.
The other one is the other one's that, and there's some crazy stuff that goes on in the GTA
language.
dialogue.
I feel like that's if you don't want Ash to be around a bunch of cursing and stuff because of the environment that he has to work in. Basically, he has to go
Right.
to school and not use improper language there
Right.
because they have rules there.
There's stuff that we talk about here that I go, look,
Right.
kid,
Right.
do not get me into a meeting. Like
I feel like that's the separation of your ability to have a switch. But I'm
Yeah.
here, I'm here,
Yeah.
I'm here, there.
and as you grow up, that you govern yourself. He has a pretty good self governance. Like the one thing that demonstrated his self governance to me the other day was, or I guess it was last year, 2 years ago. It was when the Suicide Squad came out, and it had the Joker.
Oh yeah.
And
Right.
Batman
No.
and Deadshot and
Suicide Squad. I thought that was the one that was like the really bad knockoff of.
yes, it was.
So
It
it
was
had,
Jared
it had
Leto.
Harley Quinn. And
Yes, Harley Quinn. The Joker was in there.
Joker's not in there, is he?
Yes, Jared Leto.
It's all B team, isn't it?
His first one is Jared Leto. The first one is a Joker. He was in that one.
Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I
And
just remember
the
this movie.
daughter wanted to go see it pretty bad.
Joker is in there. It's
yeah.
kind of a lame movie, honestly.
It just wasn't a good.
It's not a very good.
Wasn't
movie.
a good
It's
movie.
okay. It's alright.
So the daughter was this was pretty good. The daughter's saying, "Hey, let's go see this. Can we go see this? Let's go do this thing, right?" So she's begging us. So we said, "All right, tell you what, Mom and I go see it first, and then if we check it out and we see it's good, then we'll let you go." Because I mean, we like the little heroes and superhero movies. That was pretty good, right? Batman, all that stuff. So seems good. So we went and saw it, and we didn't have any issues with it. The only thing that was mildly considered weird was there's this little scene where they jump into acid, I think, or some sort of chemical thing, or Jared Leto and Harley Quinn, or the Joker and Harley Quinn. Is they jump into this thing of like acid and start swimming around. Ash,
What?
so Ash heard about this and said, "No, I don't want to see it." And said, "No, thanks, Dad. I don't want to see this movie because I think that scene would really, really affect me."
No,
And-
wow. Well, there you go.
Good job. Like self-governance,
Making decisions,
right?
being given the ability to make a decision yourself and making them yourself.
Right.
Look at that.
And so we came back and we said, "Sure, we'll take you to see this thing," right? And that's the second thing is so he does demonstrate self-governance. And by the way, we've been streaming for 2.5 years now, and nothing has got my son into a meeting.
That's
with
actually
me,
amazing.
has dragged me
to be
into a
honest with
meeting,
you.
right?
I mean, that's pretty great.
So that's good.
I think that's good stuff.
And-
Toast, there is a strip club,
And that's
the
the
women
third-
in there are
that's the third
naked.
thing.
100%.
Is
Honestly, though, Clowntown, do you
Yeah.
think that? Okay, now let me make this a more generalized question. If your child has access to the internet,
oh yeah,
do you think they haven't looked at porn before?
right, 100%. We
Right.
and,
So
and
there's no stopper to looking at porn on the internet, right?
right.
100%.
So this game is not the gateway.
It's not the worst thing he's ever seen.
There's other doors.
100%.
There's other doors that are already open.
Way easier doors too.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Way easier. So there's that. Max brings up the torture scene, which I think is my favorite scene in the entire all of GTA story that I played through.
Oh,
It's actually a really good scene.
I haven't made it to there. I've only played the
it-
first the campaign. Only
To,
maybe like a fourth of the way through, and then I
Okay,
switched
so I
over
think
to
it's
online.
about halfway through.
Right.
I want to say, yeah, I haven't finished it. My child has not found porn. Does your child have access to the internet? Do they have a cell phone or anything like that? Because you don't think they have found porn. That's what I'm saying. If they have access to the internet, honestly, sex is something they talk about at school. 100%.
It's tough.
Think about when you were at school. Like it's a totally normal thing too. I hate that it's taboo. It should be taboo. Like the best way to get your child to have an early pregnancy is for sex conversation between you and them to be taboo.
Oh,
You-
yeah.
You need to talk to each other.
Yeah. Energy.
Mom, I had sex and I didn't use a condom. What do I do? This needs to be a discussion, right? The energy, thing that we're always talking about. So, like I always have this thing for learning too. If you want to learn about something, you should just do it.
Right.
He doesn't go to public school, so he's sheltered from older influence. Shit, Toaster, you need to talk to him about sex now.
Yeah.
if he's not going to get it from his friends, he needs to be abreast on the situation immediately.
Right.
Like, sex shouldn't be a bad thing, 100%. That's going to lead to bad things happening.
So we have
torture scene.
All those conversations. We have taken the proactive route on.
That's a hard thing to do, to be honest, Clowntown.
Oh, yeah.
I respect you for doing that, because I'm sure isn't like, all right, Ash.
Like,
this is what your dick does. Okay. Look.
Yeah.
All right.
Sex
that's
and,
gonna be a
and weed
thing.
and drugs and all. I mean, we have that. We talk about that all the time. Like, this is a thing.
I'm super proud of you for doing that, because I think I would have really big trouble doing that.
It's tough, man.
Like, I don't know. Like, yeah.
It's tough. And here's one thing I said. I said, hey guys, we are probably within 5 years from weed being legal everywhere. Right?
Yeah, so it's nice to talk about it now. Hold on, let me talk about the torture scene in GTA. So the torture scene in GTA, you actually get involved in the torture scene. There's some left clicking and right clicking and like A and D and stuff like that. So it's like a hot cutscene, and you're like torturing a guy, you're electrocuting him and stuff.
Oh, really?
But my favorite part of it, and that's definitely probably disturbing for some people. My favorite part of it afterwards, though, the torturer is talking to the torturee, and he says, "Oh, I tortured you for no reason. I like torturing. It's fun. There's no reason to torture a person. Anyone who tortures someone else isn't doing it because they're looking for something. They're doing it because they're psychotic, because they like torturing people." That's my favorite commentary about torture, because torture is ineffectual, right? And when you're being tortured, you'll say absolutely anything to the person who's torturing you. It doesn't matter. I love that. It's my favorite part. Yeah, because because I love GTA for that, because they have the balls to talk about a subject that is super controversial. Torture, super controversial at the time. Obama was getting elected into office. He was talking about shutting Guantanamo Bay down. We're talking about waterboarding. It's a big thing that's coming out. GTA makes a game, has torturing in it, probably put in after the fact to talk about what's going on there.
Yep.
And boom, there you go. You have actual commentary from a video game about real world topics that actually makes sense. I think it's great. I think it's really good.
I didn't know it was in there. There you go. So
it's like a 2-minute scene, maybe probably a minute scene max.
Really? Okay.
The interaction part, Max says, annoys me.
Right. The only thing that that I'm putting a parameter on it right now is, if we do it, if we go ahead and get this, it's probably going to be all right. You may not fire this up on your own
by yourself.
Right. You're all,
if whatever makes you feel comfortable, Clowntown, I feel like that'd be good.
At least for now. When you get older, fine. You're gonna get these games. They're gonna bring you in. But for the time being, let's go. Let's get in and run some cars and
And the multiplayer is like the cleanest stuff ever.
Yeah, right? It's just chaos.
It really is.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna swipe this helicopter and go crash it into the city streets.
It's just it's a sandbox.
And then
right?
and I'm gonna go jump off a building and go make some money, right?
Like, your online interactions with other people are no different than playing Minecraft or any online game at all. Like, hands down. Like, the online interaction part, and the language are the two spots I can understand coming from a parent of wanting to control it. Play it only when I'm here. I think that you nail it right then. There's nothing that he could run into.
Yeah,
and if he gets on his computer and he plays GTA 5 when you're not paying attention, he could have done anything. He could have done literally anything
100%.
Using the internet, right?
100%,
so him playing GTA 5 probably not the worst thing available.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if he gets on there and if he logs in say the rule is broken and he logs in without my permission, probably he went in there to go get some cash and run some jobs while I was out, right?
He's not going to get arrested, right?
Right.
Like, he's not going to break any laws. He could be out running around breaking windows or something.
Right.
Like, hitting. There's a lot of worse things you could do to play GTA 5 to ruin your life.
Okay? Oh yeah, 100%.
And anyone who ever comes at me with, you kill police officers in GTA 5, that's condoning violence against police officers. You kill military guys in GTA 5 too, okay? And they suck. All right. The reason it's not real. No, actually, okay. So what happens, Clowntown, when you get 5 stars? Tell me about what happens when you get 5 stars.
Yeah, they send the National Guard after you.
They send the boys after you. What do you do at that point in the game?
You gotta just run.
You gotta run. What usually happens to me at that point is I freaking die.
Yeah,
they blow my ass up.
Yeah, they get you.
I get machine gunned down. Something bad happens, and I like that, because if you're like, oh, GTA teaches you violence, it also teaches you're gonna die.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. You get to respawn in the game, but you don't respawn in real life. So you go out and you start shooting at people. in real life, you're gonna die. Like games, like you're dead. You're gonna get murdered. Okay,
Right.
so even if you for some reason think that reality and fiction are not separate, you're gonna realize that it's not gonna go well for you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What's up,
Right.
Brodax? How you doing?
All right. So yeah. So anyway, that would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. So,
When the lines are blurred, again, guys, lines being blurred is like a mental thing. Sorry, Clowntown. I could talk about the subject forever. 'Cause
Oh, I know.
It's pretty close to my heart.
Oh yeah, I know.
Real violence is what I've been through, guys.
Right.
Real, actual, genuine violence. A lot of you probably have been through some real shit.
Right.
And if you play GTA 5, you will know that it is a game.
It's not. Yeah, it's a game.
It's not. It's not real violent. Okay,
not.
I'm sitting here comfortable, warm,
Yep.
behind my computer screen.
Yep. I got
Like
dogs.
if you started pushing this into VR, yeah, sorry.
I got dogs.
Ashley sounds so
No.
they're
I got
barking at
dogs.
you.
I got coffee.
You get dogs, right? Yeah, I'm perfect. Like none of this is reminiscent of the experiences I had. Because I tell you what, right now, anything that ever does remind me of my time, I just walk away from. I don't like it. Like shooting my gun, luckily doesn't trigger me. Like it doesn't bring me back to those spots.
Right.
Some things will, and I'll just walk away from those things. Okay, I won't do those things. So you see me sit here play these games. That's because they don't bring me back to those times.
Right.
All right.
Right.
If that's not good enough, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way,
Right.
probably. Yeah. Probably. Okay. So I'll tell you, Badger has not opened up really to me about what things that he has done in the past.
Don't worry, Ashley. I don't open up to anybody. This is not a necessary topic for discussion unless
Right.
I have gone through this already.
Unless he wants to.
I have talked to real fucking professionals. Okay, Clinton, I don't need to talk to you.
Yeah.
I've talked to
Yeah,
people who
I'm-
actually have
I'm not
experience
one.
in this
I'm not one.
subject. Yeah,
I'm not
you're
one.
not one. So I've done a lot of talking to other people, tons of talking to other people. Like there was a point in my life where I was not happy with living. I just didn't want it anymore, and I had to go through a lot of stuff to get myself. Actually, the biggest thing.
Functional.
So
Was that
I saw some
when
other
I told you
people.
when I told you that at the campsite? I said hey, functional. That's a
functional.
compliment, right?
Do you remember? Yeah, definitely a compliment. So at one time I was not functional. I was one time I was not get out of my bed. I was one time where I just didn't want. Life was not worth living anymore.
Oh, my
and the
goodness.
thing that brought me back was going to a place where I saw people who were worse off than me, who were dealing with worse things than me.
Oh,
And
really?
seeing them, it really, really helped me a lot.
Yeah.
I was in a situation where I was around them because of what was going on, and I decided I did not want to be that person, and I couldn't. I was like, it ain't so bad. At one point, I remember saying that to myself, and I have really brought myself up from my shoestrings, grabbed myself, and pulled myself up from that.
Yeah.
And things have. I will never ever forget those experiences of the other people who were way off worse with me, like people who would just scream themselves asleep and like smash their head in the walls and just suddenly have panic attacks. Who are totally normal people, totally fine, like they weren't mean at all, and then they'd slam their face into some glass, and there'd just be blood. There'd be blood everywhere. They'd be losing it. Like it would just way worse than me. Like I had my faculties under control all the time,
Right.
and they didn't. And that for some reason, them being shitty helped me feel less shitty. Does that make sense? Is that
There's
bad?
a reason why they have group therapy, is you could see like, oh,
Right, so you can see, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Like, and I felt way better after those sessions. Like, really, I did. Not because of anything that I discussed during that, but because of me looking around at other people.
You go out.
And my one-on-ones with people who were skilled at listening and talking, those are the times that talking helped me a lot.
right.
GTA 5 is not violent, guys. Okay, you
Yeah.
want to see some real violence?
It's not. It seems violent.
Look,
Yeah.
all right, you can go to some places in Detroit and get real violent real fast.
Yeah. 100%.
All right,
We're comfy.
Nothing to do with mine.
We're comfy.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Clowntown, get GTA. I'm gonna buy GTA 5.
No,
for you.
don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm doing it.
Don't do it.
right now.
Don't
I'm just
do it.
gifting
No.
it directly to Ash because I have him on my Steam list, and you
Oh, my
can't
goodness.
stop me.
Don't do that. Don't do it. Let me,
Can't stop me.
let me give me some time afterwards. We'll probably make a decision
Yeah. I
today
know,
or
you're
tomorrow.
gonna have to.
So
Well, you better buy it quick. Just have an extra copy sitting around in your email.
maybe we
Just
can
in
give away
case.
something like that. So we'll see.
Maybe you can give it away if you get a no go.
I will tell you. All right, so let's wrap this up. So one thing I've been playing recently off air that is really good.
Ooh, off air games. This is my
Off
favorite
air.
type of games.
This has lately been my jam. Is Slay the Spire. There's a picture of it. It is. Is it on sale? Steam.
What is it?
It is not on sale actually. It is. It's a
damn.
card game.
Oh, really?
And it is not. It's not.
Hand of Fate.
It's not easy.
Fate of Hand.
No,
Fate
no,
of
it's
Hand
different than Hand of Fate. It's kind of Hearthstone, but not. You're not playing against another person.
Oh, really?
you're playing against another playing against AI, and you're walking up this tower, and it's like Hearthstone meets Rogue Legacy.
Oh, that's cool.
And so you're gonna die a bunch of times, but then you unlock some stuff that you can bring with you.
Slay the Spire.
And you can build and build and build.
This art reminds me of Azure Dreams.
Yes.
Azure Dreams.
I
Shut your
think
mouth.
I might have done Key Mailer for this, so if you want to check it out, go ahead. I did a little series on it.
What did you?
Yep.
The art reminds me of this game
Let me check this out.
from PlayStation when I was 14.
Right.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a game
Azure
where you
Dreams.
climb a spire and you get pets
Uh-huh.
as you go up the spire. And you have to train those pets. Because your character doesn't keep any statistics that you get in the spire, only your pets do.
Right.
I don't know if it has any similar.
Yeah, it's kind of similar, but you unlock cards that if you get a new you get relics and you get potions and you get cards, and if you get a new one as you slay the spot, as you climb up the tower, then you don't start with them, but then you can unlock them as you go to the next time. But you have to you can get them in random draws that you can get them earlier and earlier, so you can get really good stuff early on that helps you really start dominating earlier in the game as you unlock them. So
you played some of this already, right?
I've played a bunch of it off air.
Huh?
Yeah, 25 hours, and I only got it maybe a week ago.
Dang,
Something like that.
Yeah, wow, that's actually really impressive. I feel like that is coming from you. That's an extremely good review of a game.
Yeah.
Is there like a town segment? Are you just always in the tower?
You're almost always in the tower. It's like you hit the button and you say
early
go.
access.
Huh? Yeah, it is
This
early
is
access.
early access game.
Yeah. So there is more coming to it. There's I've unlocked one extra. You start off with one guy and you unlock another one, and the two characters that you have, they're very, very different play styles, and shifting from one to the other really you have to really approach one of them. Oh no! First ever sneeze on a podcast. Unmute yourself.
That doesn't count. I muted it.
Yeah, I know.
It was spilling for a while. Getting ready.
The other one, so that's really good. Yeah, you're almost never in the town. You start off and you hit go and you start climbing.
Oh, I have a key for this.
And
realize I had this
you can hit a merchant along the way, and you can camp and all that other stuff. So all that's good. But anyway, I've been having a ton of fun with that. The other one that I did a YouTube series on, YouTube is Anti-Hero. And you go to the YouTube channel and check out that if you're interested in that gameplay. That is pretty good. That's actually a it's way more of a board game than an online game.
Still haven't touched it. Yeah, Redux. We've played Escapist 2 in particular, quite a bit of.
Yep, and there's the logo with Anti-Hero. It is a board game where you have actions that you do, and you can do sorts of things. It's kind of like very similar to Slay the Spire. I think Slay the Spire has captured my attention a little bit more because of it's a little more replayable. But I think Anti-Hero is much better against other people, more so than its own AI.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, also the unlockable things. I think there's only a few unlockables in Anti-Hero. All of the game is unlockable in Slay the Spire. You start out with nothing.
You start with nothing.
I
do like that.
You start
off
off with
progression.
You can do like 4% of the game when you start from the day you start, and then your first trip through the tower, you can do 5%. And then
this is a very common progression scheme. Right. There's a lot of dungeon crawling games that kind of do this.
Doesn't feel grindy. It's not grindy. It's all very different.
That's a very important part of making a game, not making it feel grindy. It depends on who you are. If you're a Korean gamer and you don't have grinding in your game, you don't like it.
Right. Right.
Just a culture thing, actually. Just depends.
All right. So, anyway, those are my two off-air things. And tonight, by the way, I have a big, like some sort of Factorio tournament / contest where everybody logs into the server and you compete to produce the most in a certain amount of time. So that's why we started a little bit earlier today, and that's where I'm going right after this. So I'll take a quick 10-minute break after we wrap up here, and then it's going to be like Factorio with all the big boys, Colonel Will, and Anti-Elites, and hopefully I am not in charge of the Americans.
You might be though, huh?
But I might be de facto in charge of the Americans because there's no one else. Everyone else is over in Europe. There's not a lot of Americans other than me and my crew that speed run and get into it. Other than a guy named Rain who has brought it home once. But I would rather Rain lead us than me. So, but I don't know if he's going to be there. So
take charge, Clowntown. Be a hero.
It would be. And Rain, when I was sympathizing last night, he was saying, "Man, it would be totally difficult to read, totally difficult to lead a crew that was not mine." Right.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Because there's like a rapport that you have, and you have a shorthand with them, and all. So. Yeah,
that's true. Even to get your Discord and jump in. Yeah, it's kind of a pain.
Yeah, it's a pain. So.
All right, well, have fun with that. That sounds fun. Clowntown have a crew. Clowntown has a crew. You're part of it, Mojo. Don't lie. Everyone's got a crew.
Yeah, we're the townies.
Rolling shallow, you could say. Oh, nice. I like it.
The townies.
The clown townies.
Just the townies.
Clown. All right, cool.
All right, what do you got going on?
I don't have anything else. I'm going to be playing some video games here. I'm probably going to take a 10-minute break, like you said, and then I'll be on playing Hearts of Iron 4, maybe Crusader Kings, possibly. Crusader Kings is 75% off right now on Green Man Gaming, if you wanted to pick that up and play it. There's a bunch of sales going on right now, so we can always talk about those. So yeah, Kill Your Family Simulator, Murder Your Own Baby Simulator is really good. Thanks for being here, guys. If you'd like to stream, we do this every Thursday around this time for anywhere from 4 p.m., 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. CDT. So starting anywhere from 2 hours ago to ending anywhere from 3 hours from now. So if that gives you a general idea. Some group there. We always tweet and stuff like that, so follow us on Twitter if you want to come back here and watch this. We also always host these channels as well. I think Discord also always announces this, so we try to make this as available as you can, because this is our favorite stream, okay? This is the time where we set aside to just come here, chit-chat, talk about the things that we do. No video game playing happens here, okay? This is the only time I have a show that I don't do any video game playing.
That's right. And if you have ideas for Badger's submission video to go get on this game show, hit him up.
Anything at all.
Hit him up.
Hit up this Discord or my Discord. Doesn't matter. You can always send me a message. I'll probably ignore you. Tell you to fuck yourself. Depends. If you have any problems about things, you can come talk to me. I'm here. Yeah. Don't whatever you do. Don't come talk to Clowntown.
Yeah,
because I'll just send you.
If you guys have any issues, like we want to be able to a part of community. If you have any issues at all, look me right in the eye.
Community is important.
If you have any issues, something you need to talk about, do not talk to me. Go talk to Badger.
Go talk to me. Thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate it very much. Stay motivated. Stay awesome. We'll see you next time. And remember, stretch.
To the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you.
Okay then. That's it.